What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
And another thing. You can say that I'm a dreamer and you think it's uncool. Preaching about the better life I learned in school. But you get what you give in this life that we live. And all that you do will come back to you. Life, it ain't easy. It's so tough. It ain't easy.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? Yo, when things isn't right, there's no need to fight. From you have life, then everything nice. Love all your elders, please be polite. Even when you're hurting, don't forget to smile. Give love to all nation, big or small. When you do good, you'll get your reward. United we stand, divided we fall. Put a smile on your face and greet one and all.
Life, it ain't easy. Oh, it's so tough. It ain't easy.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face.
Alright.
Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face.
Come on, smile.
Make the world a better place. Put a smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? People love you when you smile and hate you when you screw. Lots of happiness, Rasta know we are wishing you. You could have come from Jamaica or Honolulu. Hey, keep a smile on your face and see the good that you do. When me say you for do, smile and everything will be fine. You don't know all the vibe kicking me inside. Love it when you smile, you look beautiful like that. Come again from top. Your dimples are so cute. A lot of happiness in smile.
Hi, everybody. My name is Karen. I'm going to be your facilitator for today. Bailey's in our chat today and making sure everyone is set their settings to everyone. Make sure that you do and know that you are absolutely entered into our self-care raffle just from being here today. But we always love seeing your work in the app as well as on Insta. I see a lot of chat. We have someone from London here today. Welcome, welcome. I see we have some first timers as well. And I heard that hot chocolate hard seltzer actually tasted good. That sounds fun. I got my tea today too. I'm doing a English breakfast today with a little caffeine. Usually in the evenings, I'm not. So welcome everybody. Let's go ahead and jump in. So if you have not noticed, and is there anybody here who does not have their journal who is joining us, but has not received it yet because they put in a late order? Okay, well, if you did, no worries, just grab another sheet of paper. And I'm also seeing a lot in the chat about tsunami warnings, and I am right outside San Francisco. I'm seeing the same warnings, and I just saw a post on my friend's Insta that people are literally kayaking in the bay right now doing a race. So I don't know, that doesn't sound like a good idea to me. So talking a little bit about imagination, and I just want to be very, very clear before we even get started. I have been sick. If that's one of the reasons I have my hot tea, if I start coughing, I'm sorry. I'll try to mute myself. So, why is imagination important? Well, number one is it really kind of ignites our passion. As adults, we've kind of been forced into the world of responsibility where there's money and bills and jobs, and many of them which we hate. And it dictates how we live and breathe and experience the world. Dreaming of what we can be allows us to tap into our imagination again, reminding us what it feels like to be passionate about something. Somewhere along the lines, we have lost that connection to passion and purpose in life and replaced it with survival and responsibility. So I think that this fits really awesomely into today's because we are going to be creating a vision board and we get to use our imagination on this so much. So, what is our agenda for the day? Well, we're going to have an imagination activity that is exclusive to this social and the social only. And we're going to be doing our vision board, our dream life in closing. And I just want to say that I actually flipped the dream life and vision board. If you were here, I know Lakeisha was with Bailey as well. It seems like that brainstorming really does help facilitate the vision board. So I'm switching the order of that. So without further ado, find a blank page in your journal. And if that doesn't work for you, this is kind of a short prompt. You could definitely use one of those scratch areas that they have, or maybe even an area if you don't have things written on your Saturday or Sunday. So any of those places. So you could do it on a blank page, on your little scratch, wherever it is that works for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share our next post. So this is our imagination activity for today. It's called Magic Wand. And those of you who've been with me for a bit know that my parents were magicians. And so I absolutely had to pick this prompt about a magic wand. And I think a magic wand is also that imagery of it could do anything. Grant a wish is kind of like a genie's bottle. And if you are not a fan of the magic wand, feel free to create a genie's bottle instead. Oh, Lakeisha, this is my sound dampening noises. So hopefully that is helping with the echo. This is my husband's office that I'm using. So we haven't ordered rugs and stuff yet as the new house is expensive and we've yet to sell our condo. So we're going to have that magic wand and I want to imagine you could grant one wish or one change. What would it be? So for me, it would be to eliminate chronic pain and illness. Someone who suffers from ovarian cyst and migraines, it would really and truly change my life. I know it's not necessarily the most fun, but it was what came into my mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera off and I'm going to play a song and I'm going to give you an opportunity to write this into your journal and to be able to create it. And please go ahead and share it in the chat. I'll be back in a minute. Wow, you guys, holy cow. You're making me seem so incredibly selfish. I love this so much. I saw a lot of wanting for Mother Earth to heal for yourself and for others who suffer from anxiety, lupus, cancer, dementia, all of those things. Um, I absolutely love this. I saw, wanting everybody to have food and home security. And I absolutely love this. And that the one that really resonated with me is that teachers, especially right now, are appreciated. As a former teacher myself, I can't even imagine, and those of you on this call, so much love to you because I know that the last 2 years has been absolutely so difficult. So, big, big love to all of you. And what can I say? I'm just floored by you guys and how before you think of yourself, you always think of others. And I think that says a lot about this community for sure. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and head to our next section. We're going to be turning to page 21, which is our dream life. So turning to that page, and this is the prompt that we're going to be looking at. It's get clear on what you want your life to look like. Who will you be? What do you want to do? And what do you want to have? The trick is not the tie to any timelines to the stream. Dream big. It may happen a month from now, 10 years from now. And once again, let that imagination run free. This doesn't have to be like something that you can actually accomplish. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Just imagine all the things that you are, unless, yes, like you've already did the social with Bailey last week that I stage manage. But feel free to keep joining us. So I'm going to be very, very transparent here. I filled mine out before I stage managed with Bailey. And so this was not intended for wide consumption. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to share my example. And you can also see that there's little spots of tea where my chihuahua knocked my glass over. So what I'd like to be is I'd like to be a trainer of trainers for teachers of Pilates. That has been a very difficult transition for me. So I would love to be able to ease that for others. I'd love to be an expert hostess, as a lot of you have shared in other socials that you suffer from a little social anxiety. I absolutely do, which is weird because I teach group X classes and I was a school teacher, but it's very different for your own community versus like being at a social at your husband's work where you don't know anybody. And I would love to be a retreat host and be able to bring people in and journal and spend time creating beautiful food and exercise that feels good in the body. What would I do? I would be able to do more travel. I would have the time to be able to meal prep and have more fun with my husband, who we've been together 19 years. So yeah. And then, yeah, it's been hard for me to read my own writing on this one. For half, I want more muscle. My muscle is very lean from Pilates, but I'd like to bulk up a little bit. I want to have a beautiful backyard. This new house is just has a landscaping, but I want to be able to have an outdoor kitchen and a fire pit and a hot tub, and to be able to make it a real living space. I want to have organized closets that I can go in and literally pick anything out that is going to allow me not to have it mended or stained or wrinkled, all of those things. And then I would love to have a really nice big house for retreats. I don't really necessarily think that it definitely would be the house that I want to live in, but I'd love to have a house for others. So hopefully that gives you a little inspiration. And those, you guys, if you've been here before, every time has a little different flavor with the group that you're with the presenters. Stick around, add to your list, or work on another page when we put the music on. It's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna share Bailey's example before I set you off to your own. And so hers here, you can see that she did a very much nicer job for this one. Um, a senior operator analysis, an industry expert, a senior advisor, lifelong friend, travel to 50 states, go to Japan, see the Northern Lights, eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, have a son green card. So this gives you some other ideas as well. So I am going to actually, I like leaving hers up here because it does have so many, plus it has the prompt here. So I'm gonna leave Bailey's slide up. I'm gonna turn some music on and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to be able to work on it on your own. And if you've already done it, add to or work on another page. All right, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. All right, my dancing queens, there was a lot of beautifulness, if that's a word, in this. I love seeing all of your ideas. And you know what? We have to live our own lives and be our authentic selves. And if that means having a jungle of plants, yes. And if that means that I don't like baths, I actually do, but I don't actually have a bathroom either. That's great too. And I love people who want to be the dopest grandma. But you know what? Oh, Catherine, I'm so glad this is making you feel better. I love it. We have the most supportive group here. So, I think just experimenting with this, it does give you some things that are things you might not have occurred to you. Some things that people shared. Bailey's been shooting some to me. To travel more to Japan, adopt more dogs. Me too. I want more. Bring people joy. Nancy's talking about be able to winter in Hawaii and be in Michigan in the summer. And Aslan, to have a healthy body, good memories, and even better friends. Love a big dog, a backyard, and financial security. Oh, I love that. I'm really wanting a pit bull mix to go with my chihuahuas. I want to have because Sandra says she wants a home between a lake and a forest where she can go out and stretch and see both. Erin says she wants to be her authentic self, be confident in who and how strong I am. I would be the best steward for my family, my company, and my community. I would meditate more. Yeah, me too. Spend more time in nature. Yes, feel you on that. Spend more time with my son and hubby. I would have zero student loan debt, a home that welcomes family and friends, one where people just visit because they feel loved and home, and more time for my family, friends, and myself. Oh, these are so beautiful. Lee says that she wants the energy time off work to host events for her extended family. We've had a lot of loss and change in the last 3 years and wants to bring them all back together. And Susanna says a community of friends, health, successful new business, live in beautiful places when I travel. And I would also love to say that I just absolutely adore how many writers we have in this community. I think it's so sweet. And Lee, yes, being in a small town that would be like on a Hallmark movie or Gilmore Girls would be absolutely fabulous. I love it. Okay. Well, Elizabeth, welcome. We're about to actually start on to our next prompt, which is our vision board. I didn't leave that one out because I like Bailey's example. So go ahead and turn to page 19. And you know what? If you've already done your vision board and you have your annual supplement, grab that and do your year one. I must say, I was so inspired last night after our social. Those of you who were here with me, I was up at midnight to 3 a.m. adding to my bucket list. And I came up with some things that I'm going to add to, including wanting to take a class on arranging flowers and to do some burlesque dancing, which I think would be so fun. So you guys send me so many good ideas and just inspire me. So on page 19, a vision board helps us stay focused, motivated to reach any goal we can imagine. Draw, sketch, and attach pictures of things that remind you of your goal and how you will achieve it. Don't worry, we're going to break this down a little bit further if this feels a little intimidating to you, because I had never done a vision board until I did this one, and I'm going to say I was a little bit intimidated. Okay. And Bailey's absolutely right. If you want to do this online, if you want to do it on a cork board, this is yours. There's no right or wrong way to do this at all. And this is, I literally stole this from Bailey, so thanks, Bailey. I thought this was a really good idea that she went ahead and she looked at everyday self-care, the broader goals, work goals, brain goals, event goals, and brainstormed. And I think she did that after she brainstormed on her vision board. And then she was able to take that and create the actual physical board, which I did not grab hers, but I did grab mine. So here is my example here. So I used a lot of stickers, and I live in the Bay Area. My husband does a lot of startups and stuff, so we don't actually have a printer. So I did invest in a little Kodak zinc before I ever started facilitating. And I love it because it Bluetooths to my cell phone. You know, this is like, I get no payment from them. This is just something that's useful to me. And I was able to make a collage. So I would just take screenshots on my phone from Pinterest or Google Images, and then I would create a 4-panel collage and glue it in, and then add my photos with that. I absolutely love it. And you know what? It's really, it was under $100, and the printer pages aren't horribly expensive. It is a zinc, yes, Z-I-N-K. And I love it because it's so simple and easy to hook up to my phone. Zinc, yes. And I know there's a lot of different kinds out there. So Lakeisha has one that she's loving. That's the zip. Mine's, I bought it during 2 Septembers ago. So there may be things that have come out a little bit fresher since then. But you can kind of see here that, you know, Pilates, travel, backpacking, an outdoor kitchen is there, an organized closet's there, having nice healthy smoothies, a beautiful table for those friends to come over and eat at, fancy booths for maybe a little burlesque dancing, retreats, time to relax, beautiful food and wine, once again, because I do value food and wine. And then I added those stickers that I have a tendency to collect and not use. So hopefully you're able to see the actual connection of the page that we just did and how I used it to influence my vision board. But that's not the only way to do that. Bailey's way works absolutely just as well. And you may have a way that works for you. And if you do, please share it in the chat, because I know this process can be a little bit intimidating. So I'm going to throw the prompts back up here. I'm going to put on a couple of songs, and then I'm going to check back in with you guys and share why vision boarding is important, play a few more songs, and then wrap up. Feel free. We have almost a little over 30 minutes together that you guys are able to work on this. So don't feel like you are rushed by any means. Okay, we're wanting to see Bailey. So let me throw hers up there. Maybe that's the best one to leave up. Okay, so I'm going to turn that camera off. I'm going to put that music on, and I'll let you get started. Okay, I'm gonna pop back in and it looks like everybody's doing pretty good. Aslin, I just sent a link for one of the podcasts talking about your future self to Bailey, so hopefully she can message that to you and send it in. Ikigai, yes, there is an Ikigai social. They have had one, but I know there's one upcoming. But ultimately, what it is where the four worlds collide of to be able to give you your purpose. So Bailey's posted that podcast. If you have not done it, listen to this podcast. I love her. She's doing an actual really fun workshop next week called Live Like an Editor, where you are your own magazine editor and imagine the person that you're going to be. Such a really cool person. But as you guys are asking a little bit about the Ikigai, let me turn to my page. It's ultimately looking at what you love, what you're good at, what you're paid for, and what the world needs. And by brainstorming areas in each one is kind of like a Venn diagram where you find what it is in the middle. So for me, I discovered that, I have a passion for plant-based food, journaling, Pilates, group exercise, helping seniors and children, self-care. My mission to help seniors and children have a happy life. Healthy through group X, a vocation helping people to be healthy, Pilates, aqua, keeping other instructors happy and fulfilled, profession, relationships, motivation, making a unique Pilates setting. And so all of those intersect, and then I'm able to join that being a group X instructor is where my Ikigai is, what I'm getting paid for, what the world needs, all of those combined into one. I hope that was helpful. The name of the podcast is School of Self-Image, or SOSI. I did want to go a couple of slides ahead. Sorry if those of you who are looking, but my notes on why we vision board are on this slide. 5 reasons to create a vision board. What are the benefits of a vision board, sometimes called a goal board or a dream board? How will one help you achieve the future and success you want? And you can see that one of our members here has, what is it that you've already reached 9 of your 13 goals and you didn't even realize it? That's amazing. So number 1, vision boards make you think about what it is that you really want. Creating a vision board focuses you to make the time to sit and really think about what it is you want from life. I'm sure you think about the things you want a lot, but do you really focus on them? Do you document them anywhere outside of your head? A vision board forces you to go beyond casual thinking and focus on your goals and aspiration. Number 2, vision boards help you get unstuck. Our lives are so congested and overflowing. We wake up, we work, and we have our chores. We have limited flexibility in our daily environments, and we become almost robotic over time. This is one of the major reasons that most people feel stuck in life. They're exhausted, overworked, they've lost touch with their creative side. Does this sound like you? Sounds like me. A vision board is an effective way to unstick yourself. Go out into your overprogrammed brain and let the creative juices flow. Get out of your funk, throw some randomness together, get out of your bubble. You get the picture. Number 3, vision board provides you with a daily visual reminding you of your dreams and goals. The reason the vision board work is because it's a visual you see daily. Visualization is the most popular and effective mind workout you can do. When you see something that really inspires you on a daily basis, you stay on track. Even when you face setbacks, that vision board will be there ready to motivate you all over again. Vision boards will get you fired up emotionally. Seeing your vision board help you passionately collect your goals. It can help you notice opportunity or simply make you imagine what something may feel like. If you get fired up and passionate about something, it will spur you into action. And the last reason, the vision boards are fun. And I'm scrolling through, and yes, looking through the podcast I mentioned was School of Self-Image. And don't worry about the Ikigai. I was just addressing it for those who aren't signed up for the social. Add yourself to the wait list if they're full. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yes. You'll want to see my vision board. I'll throw it up there again. And yeah, don't feel pressure. Ikigai is a concept I actually discovered last year. I read several books on it. And so I was able to come up with it, and that inspired the transition of my life. And so that's why it was easy for me to come up with, because I've done this exercise before. Okay, I'm gonna put mine back up, put some music back on, and let you guys get back to it. Oh my gosh, guys, y'all are cracking me up, but I was doing a little dancing in my chair as we went through. No, if you're not done with your vision board, that is absolutely okay. That's no big deal whatsoever. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap up today, as sad as I am. And no, I'm not hosting this next weekly setup this week. I will be hosting, I think, next week, but I'll be there because I need to set up my journal for myself, just like you guys do. So if you're not on the app, you know the drill. Open your camera, hover it over the Apple if you're Apple, Android if you're Android, the link will come up, you can download it. You don't have to be a part of the app. You can utilize this journal wonderfully without it. It's just a nice additional with it. So another thing that I want to be able to say is that we do take this very seriously. Every Monday, we all get our feedback of what worked, what didn't, to be able to make this better and better every single time that we do it. So, this is the time that you put in there, hey, we want a virtual retreat so we can do it. We want a book club. I think that they listen. They listen. If it's within the realm that they're able to control at this point, they will listen. I believe in that 100%. And once again, I want to say, please, please, please post in the Sonder Club. There's nothing that gives us more joy, inspires others. And absolutely. Now, as promised, I will share my playlist, but please know that this is accumulation of last night's, the cooking social, and my very first social here. So you're going to see some with words and some instrumentals and some words and instrumentals, because that's kind of how I add to, because I like to see my group and how it's moving when I choose my music instead of programming it specifically. So, that's kind of how it is that I do it. So I'm going to turn my camera off. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to share that playlist. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with me and Bailey. Thank you so much.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, champ.
Hey, you talked to Mark lately?
I haven't really talked to him, but he looks pretty down.
He looks pretty down. Yeah, well, maybe we should cheer him up then.
What do you suppose we should do?
Well, does he like butter tarts?
I was lying on the grass of Sunday morning of last week, indulging in my self-defeat. My mind was thugged, all laced and bugged, all twisted, wrong and beat. Uncomfortable, 3 feet deep. Now the fuzzy stare from not being there on a confusing morning week. Impair my tribal lunar speak. And of course you can't become if you only say what you would have done. So I missed a million miles of fun. I know it's up for me. If you steal my sunshine, making sure I'm not in too deep. If you steal my sunshine, keep me versed and on my feet. If you steal my sunshine.
Champ, come here.
Wow, look at her.
I know.
Man, I've never seen Sharon look so bad before.
I did once before, but this is pretty bad.
Yeah, what do you think she got up to last night? Sharon! I love
I was flying on the bench, sliding apart across the street. Later, that leap. My sticky paws were in the making straws at a big fat slurpy treats. An incredible 8-foot heat. Now the funny glare of pain me tearing, staring under heat. Involved in unusual feet. And I'm not only a monk, but I invite So I missed